We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the Bisons of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Miami Dolphins.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The Dolphins are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2 and now on first down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second down and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. Touchdown! Tyler Kroft, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. Now Jones. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. You talk about this Miami defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now a third down throw, but it misses
misses the target, incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 30 before he's taken down. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On second down, Mostert. And once again, that middle going to be clogged up as he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 29, here's second down and 5.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Another catch there for Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this down inside the 20. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Throw caught by Achane. Down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they go to work on a first and goal.
Ready, Shaq?
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Tua going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Bryson.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now Tua. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek
Dolphins
Hill, 44 yards.
had 6 to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Are we cool to do it here in football, Kevin?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but
Let me finish.
Okay,
and you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Throwing Jones, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Hill to return it. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle here to Wilson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Tua sets up to pass it. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the... Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a full possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that end up watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
And they get Jones for the third.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number one. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Tua. Touchdown! Durham Smythe, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get some. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense.
And it'll be intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Half 18, half 8. Gold River. Gold River. Up we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Up we go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted first and goal at the 5-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. On play action, here's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Mostert off the read option. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And they're going to speed things up here.
At the 7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
second down. Here's Mostert again. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just...
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got it.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Tua now on first down. And he completes it to Wilson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Play action. Now it's Tua. Steps away.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
21G, 21G.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allow.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
All right, come on. All right, fellas, listen up.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
he's got a man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 41 yards. And the Dolphins are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now Jones. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Back to throw. Jones. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And touchdown! Jalen Hyatt with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bisons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Bison 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
44, ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
All right, let's go.
On second down, Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to the 39.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Now Achane on first and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ready.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, come on two. Come on two. Come on two. East right, snarf.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now a second and 6. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's good for Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hey. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua now on first down. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete dominance.